Hi everyone, this is Joy with Create It with Joy, and today I've made a really beautiful Valentine's Day card using different color embossing powders. I have to say I have been having so much fun making these Valentine's Day cards that I need Valentine's Day to be much farther out. So first thing I'm going to do is prep my paper with the anti-static tool because I'm going to be using Simon Says Stamp Quilted Hearts Background Cling Stamp. And I'm going to be using Simon Says Stamp Clear Ink to ink that up. And the embossing powder that I'm going to be using is Simon Says Stamp Ultra Fine Rose Gold for this background. I love this background, the Quilted Hearts background stamp. Stamp it down really good. Again, this is what the Misty is good for. I think I even stood up to push it down because I just needed a good, a good stamp on that. Sprinkle that on. Brush it off, make sure your heat gun is nice and heated up, and then watch the magic. I love how this looks, and I love the rose gold. It is so, so pretty. So finishing heating that through. And this is going to be our, pretty much our full background. And I'm taking out this rectangular die cut, and I can't remember who this product is from. Sorry guys. And I'm cutting it out of two kinds of the background paper and then this other kind of wine red cardstock that I had in my stash because I want to inlay that red, and it really does go really well with this rose gold embossing powder. Now these hearts are from Simon Says Stamp Ornate Love Stamp and die set, and I'm going to ink those up, and I'm going to be embossing those with Ultra Fine Antique Gold embossing powder. So get those all done, and I will heat those up and cut those out with the die cut. I love this ornate stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. And then there's the word love, and I inked that up with Distress Oxide Ink Spun Sugar and then cut it out with the die cut. Then I'm inking up this great sentiment that says a crazy little thing called, and I'm using Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink for that, and I trimmed that out. Now I'm taking that big heart, and I am using my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers in wine red and light pink. And then I'm also using my water brush pen to blend that out. I'm not coloring every image on the heart. I am just picking out certain parts that I want colored. But obviously you could do it however you wanted. You could color the whole thing. You could not color anything and it would still be just as beautiful because we've used that beautiful antique gold embossing powder. But I wanted to add some pink to it because I love pink and gold. So I just am using a darker pink and a lighter pink and giving it the shadowing and dimension with my water brush pen, if that makes sense. Where you could also use two different colors for the same image and give it that same light and dark shadowing and dimension that way, but I'm just using my water brush pen to blend things out. So I'm just going through and picking out the parts of the flowers and things like that that I liked, that I wanted to highlight. And this first color that I am using is the wine red, and it really is absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm coming in with the light pink, and I put it where I want it to be the darkest and then blend it out with the water brush pen to where it would be the lighter part of that color. But I love this heart. It is so, so pretty. I think doing this with gold and like turquoises or aquamarines, I think would be beautiful as well. So you could get away with it not being a Valentine's Day card. Obviously it could be a thank you or a birthday or really anything. Obviously hearts can be used for anything. But I think if you colored in this whole background with a bunch of different colors, I think that would be gorgeous too. If you did it maybe rainbow style, that would be beautiful. But again, I just wanted to do pink and kind of keep it in this the same color scheme, kind of a tone on tone colors. Just adding a few more of the dark wet wine red, excuse me, my goodness, I cannot talk today. I think this is my 4th voiceover already this morning, and I have a cold, and so my mouth just doesn't want to work. Sorry, guys. So finishing that up, adding a few more spots to that center flower, and you can kind of just see how this pops and comes to life, and things are, you know, images are behind and in front, and I love how that turned out, you guys. And I love it with these watercolor markers because the embossing powder kind of keeps it held in, so you really can't mess it up. It's kind of a foolproof way to color, I guess. Works great for me. We're almost done, and then I'm going to use the die cut and cut this one out. So here is the A2 size card base side folding, and I am going to attach the back piece that has the quilted hearts background, and then I'm going to inlay that darker piece. I already love how that looks. Now we're going to attach these hearts, and all 3 of these hearts were done with that gold embossing powder, and I only colored in the one. And then there's that cute sentiment. And I'm going to pop this heart up on foam tape because I did want this to stand out a little bit more. It is kind of the star of the show, right? So get that backing off of there. I really love this card. I think it is so pretty. There's the other cute little heart from the stamp set. Now with the word love, obviously part of it is going to have some foam tape because it's going to be hanging off of the heart. And then the other part of it I will use, I believe I used a liquid adhesive to attach that. We will get that, yep. We will get that attached, adhered down to the card. And look how cute that is. Now, of course, you got to add some embellishments because how do you not? So this is Simon Says Stamp, the smooches sequence, and adding just a few of those around. I think I just did gold on those. And then I'm using Nuvo Crystal drops, and I am using Party Pink, Bubblegum Blush Pink, and then in the glitter drops, I am using Ruby Slippers and White Blizzard. And just adding quite a few of those around. Just looks like just fun, glittery and sparkly. There's the bubblegum blush pink, that lighter color. So pretty. I think that is one of my favorite colors of these. And look at that. Look how shiny and shimmery and beautiful that is. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this card. I hope that it inspires you to create. Thank you again so much for your support. If you like what you've seen, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back real soon. Bye.